the Northwest Weather Podcast from Fox 13 Seattle.
Welcome to my Northwest Weather Podcast. I am meteorologist Claire Anderson.
And I'm meteorologist Ilona McCauley. Welcome. It's been a while since the two of us have been together here at the same time.
I know. We both kind of got out of Dodge and went somewhere where it was a little bit warmer and sunnier. I feel like we've both kind of been all over the place, so it's good to be back here with you.
Yeah, for sure. Ditto. I feel the same.
Yes. Okay. Well, speaking of temperatures and, of course, getting somewhere warmer, Seattle has been pretty warm for this February. I mean, unseasonably warm.
Yeah, I mean, we're only about 3 or 4 days from the end of the month, and I mean, everything has been trending warmer. I mean, we've been pushing temperatures. In fact, early in the month, I think we'll show that graphic in a minute.
Let's take a look.
It was 63 degrees for 62 degrees back on Wednesday, February 4th. And that was just kind of an indication, if you can see that trend here, really for the first and second week of the month. Now, last week was a little bit cooler than average for this time of year. But as we finish out the final 4 days of the month, I mean, everything is trending and pointing to some more red boxes on there.
And what's interesting is that last week, that was the first week that we really had any chances of snowflakes. I mean, it was not warm enough. It wasn't cold enough to see really a whole lot of snowflakes. We didn't have a whole lot of moisture, but that was really the only, I guess, winter snow forecast that we've had.
Yeah, we had a little dusting in some spots around the Puget Sound region last week. You know, it's kind of like the snow that we like to see here, where it kind of falls at night and then it melts during the day, then we're all good.
Some kids got a few days, maybe like a day off, I think, of some in the foothills.
Yeah, Granite Falls was really, they got the most, so they were able to score a couple snow days there for sure.
Yes. Okay, let's go back and we'll talk now about our next, let's take a look at the next. Gosh, there's so many different buttons here. Okay, here we go. So speaking of February being so mild, I mean, we're above average for this month.
Yeah, so basically what this is showing, so over the past 30 years, we typically see 12 days where the temperatures are above 50 degrees or warmer. So this year, 2016, this is through today, 13 days, and we're not done yet. So we are going to be updating these numbers as we get closer to the end of the month. But by far, this has not been the warmest. I mean, if you look back 10 years ago, at 2016, and we had 25 days.
I wonder what year that was, because what's interesting, I mean, like a La Nina or El Nino, because what's interesting is we're in a La Nina pattern, I mean a weak one, and this is typically supposed to be cooler and wetter, but we're actually a lot warmer, so I wonder we'll have to look at what 2016 was, because just kind of shows you. And then 2019, one day.
Yeah, that was a cold year. I think that's when we maybe got that February snow when it snowed a lot.
That was... Yeah, a very snowy winter. Okay, so taking a look also, it hasn't been that cold either. I mean, temperatures really have not got that cold besides last week.
So I think there was an interesting stat that came out of the SeaTac International Airport that I don't think that they've seen any 20-degree mornings officially.
Really?
I have to go back and look at the exact post, but look at this graph here so that you can see temperatures below 25. So there you go, 0. Yeah. And this is taking that data from the airport. So we've seen no mornings below 25 degrees. And by comparison, there you go. There's that 2018-2019 year where we had 6 of them.
Okay, but you know what's also interesting? 2016-17, that was the year that it was also so warm. But I wonder if it was that February could have been, February of 16. So that was February of 17. Okay, so February of 16, which is what we were looking at, would have been the one day below 25. But it is interesting to just see kind of those patterns of, it's not abnormal to see no 25 degrees or below, but some years we obviously have a lot more than others.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like I said, we're closing out the month here in a couple of days, few days, and it 25 degrees is not looking very likely in that extended forecast.
No, definitely not. Okay, well, the next thing we want to take a look at is the outlook, because temperatures are actually, of course, like we said, looking a lot milder. So here's a look at our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. Milder for sure.
And not just here. I mean, the whole country, after dealing with that huge blizzard, even in the Northeast, the temperature is going to swing pretty quickly for just about the entire country. And then when you focus in on us up here in this nice corner of the Northwest, we are going to be continuing to see likely normal, above average temperatures to close out February. And that trend is going to continue right on into early March. Rainfall, it is looking a little bit wetter than average, possibly, which is not a bad thing for us because hopefully this will translate into some more mountain snow, which we know we're in desperate need of. So hopefully we can get the two to line up there. Lowland rain, some mountain snow. That would be nice.
I know, because I feel bad for those skiers and snowboarders. So I was talking about it last week with Lauren, how a lot of people, because it was a La Nina year, thought the snow was going to be better, but it really just has not accumulated up there. We had such a wet December. I know we've been talking about that a lot, but we do still have chances of snow in March, mountain snow. It's not done. But February is coming to an end and not a whole lot to show for it.
Yeah, Matthew was asking me a little bit earlier today, too, while we were on the live desk together. He watches the snowpack really closely as well. And he was asking, my opinion, do we think that, do I think that we're going to make up that ground? And I told him, in all honesty, probably not. I mean, we're struggling to even get that 30 percentile of normal. We're still able to get some snow during March and April, but the chances of trying to build all that up by the time, we've got 2 more months, it's looking kind of slim.
I know. So we will continue to keep an eye on it. And it's definitely something that I think has been really interesting to keep an eye on. And just to see how now we're trending kind of into a neutral year, out of La Nina into El Nino, and what this spring and summer will look like for us, because we do have a lot of rain, of course, from December. Yeah. But what will that look like snowpack-wise? How does it compare to other years? I think is something we're going to really want to dive deeper into.
Yeah, so stay tuned. I mean, we've got some winter left to go, and not all of it is done yet, but we're nearing the end here.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us this week, and we will see you next time. Take care.
Northwest Weather is available wherever you get your podcast.